I truly believe the music business is run by reptilians.
You know what's funny? I've heard that story at least 3 other times from different people in the industry,
Really?
whether it be movies or music or whatever. They'll be sleeping to their significant other and their face will change, like their eyes or their face will like blip for a minute. Even Britney Spears, she said she's seen reptilians in the industry. There's so much evidence. Now what we're seeing in the government, they're getting ready for a disclosure. They're talking about, you know, aliens and interdimensional beings at congressional hearings.
All right.
So I feel like they're drip feeding information to us.
And we're seeing meteors. You see all these meteors just coming out of nowhere now.
Yeah.
So they're, I don't know.
And then the government just got a domain, aliens.gov. I think they're going to use that to do a dump, like how the Epstein files, hey, just do a deep dive. Here's all the files.
It's funny, they want to do all of this when we were talking about the Epstein files. And it's just like, we got war.
Yeah, let's
now
go
we got
already.
Star Wars.
Yeah. I think they've already been in touch with these beings, and I think that the people that we see in places of power, government, entertainment industry, the financial system, some of these people aren't what they appear to be.
They live. It's always in the movies.
Well, yeah, they live. I mean, that
They
movie was an amazing movie.
Changed my life.
I've got one that can see.
Yeah, that movie tells it all. You know, Peter Thiel, right? So his name is an anagram. If you mix it, it's the reptile.
Oh no. Predictive
Can't make this shit
programming,
up.
I
Yeah.
see.
So I'm thinking that these people that are in charge, like Sam Altman and all these other people in tech,
Elon Musk?
He's alien for sure.
Honestly.
He looked
Honestly.
that when he was at the White House, he was a little.
He's just a weirdo.
Zuckerberg.
but again, I think they're in the music industry too. And I think a lot of these record executives aren't human. I think a lot of these people that we're seeing that are in the positions of power, they come out of nowhere, they're at the top.
It's too many stories. Like, we keep hearing stories. Different people from different sides of the industry are all giving similar testimonies.
Is Nicole a reptilian?
So here's Michael Jackson telling you to escape Saturn. This is the Saturn ring with the stars, right? Because they speak in symbolism, and if you do not understand symbolism, you are walking through life like a headless chicken, not understanding the communication that's being communicated to you. You have to understand symbolism, but what is Saturn? Saturn represents anything that restricts human consciousness, anything that restricts you. That could be a law. This is why judges wear black robes to represent the black planet of Saturn, because it's associated with the winter, darkness. Anything that restricts you. It could be belief systems, religion. This is why you always see the black cube in religion, because the black cube symbolizes Saturn and it restricts the mind. It enslaves the mind, and you cannot develop your consciousness if you believe in a religion, because it externalizes your power into an external god. So he's basically telling you to escape the mind control, and here's some more Freemasonic symbolism of Michael Jackson, the checkerboard floor.
The elites are masters of subliminal manipulation. I want you to watch this. This is obviously backwards from a Fox News channel. Every 30 seconds it does this. I slowed this down for you. Watch the message that appears here. War, okay, and evil, one. This is what, every 30 seconds backwards, they are masters of manipulating your subconscious mind. And most people know this. This is why they put things in the media before they happen, because they are prepping you subconsciously for their planned events. 9/11 is a great example of this. When you play songs backwards, it'll say a secret message. They are masters of manipulating your minds and your souls. They also manipulate your physical health by putting chemtrails in the air, fluoride in the water, GMOs in your food, spraying everything with glyphosate. This is why it's never been more important to take our physical, mental, and spiritual health back. Meditate and work out daily. Hit the sauna to detox, and take ultra purified, high vibrational supplements like Chalk's Purified Shilajit and Chalk's Daily, which is clinically studied to boost free and total testosterone. Something that the system doesn't want you to have. And I have insane lifetime discounts for you guys, so comment the word info and make sure to check your DMs. Peace and love.
Check it out, family. 2026, the veil is gone. That's right. These streamers had access to live stream because of the Starlink. And this cave that y'all see, this is Antarctica, family. Antarctica. And this cave was formed 3 weeks ago, and they the first group to show us in live time on Funnel Grade. Shit is crazy. Let's check out the video.
Oh yeah, this one might beat yesterday's because I like the cave and the tight opening.
columns. It's like a cathedral.
This is natural.
Wow.
Because the way the...
If I were to say to you, I'm a stranger travelling from the east... Can't help you there. Supposing I were to ask you, as a stranger going to the west to seek for that which was lost, what would you say then? I should answer, where do you come from? From the east, and I am hoping that you will give my message on the square for the sake of the widow's son. Which lodge do you hail from? Travelling Lodge 3276, the 4 and 5th, the Queen's Own Royal Line Infantry, Regimental District 329A. Did he say I wish to give you anything for telling me this? Because I won't. No, he didn't. Then why did you do it? For the sake of the widow's son.
The funny thing is, we don't need to join any secret society to gain enlightenment, right? It's all a journey within yourself of remembering who you truly are by awakening to deeper truths about yourself and consciousness. Going from west to east is symbolic. West is where the sun sets, meaning darkness, or the earth, because the earth produces no light, represents low consciousness, not really understanding who we are, why we're here, what this world is. To the east, where the sun rises, the sun produces clarity. When you shine light on something, you can see it, meaning you can see more. You see yourself from a higher perspective because you have awakened to higher truth. And that is a journey as your mind has to unravel to perceive higher truths.
So recently, Nancy Pelosi, who is a representative of California's 11th Congressional District, just came out and admitted that she was a Draco Reptilian. The truth is, since we're in an age of awakening, everything's now coming out and being revealed to the public. It's gonna be a very hard pill to swallow when people realize that some of their favorite celebrities, entertainers, and athletes were actually Draco Reptilians from the Alpha Draconis star constellation. Since we're out of the Piscean age and now entering the age of Aquarius, their time is now running out. And they're the same ones that subjugated this realm. They actually created the ice wall. They're the ones that's responsible for the chemtrails. They're responsible for fluoridating the water, the genetically modified organisms. They've been trying to suppress us because they fear our 12-strand genetic template being reactivated. They know that the sun is rewriting us. Soon the whole world is going to realize what's been actually hidden from us for centuries. The ones you thought were demons that exist in a whole nother realm actually exist right here in front of us. They're your athletes, they're your politicians, and they're your celebrities that's actually wearing skin suits and really extraterrestrial biological entities this whole time. Now what they don't want you to know is that this whole time we've been actually caught in the midst of a galactic war. This is what the Bible is making mention of in things like the Mahabharata, when they talk about angels and demons and these winged entities. These are higher dimensional extraterrestrial biological entities that vibrate on a high resonance and operate out of the heart chakra. And then you have your low vibrational ones, your low vibrational extraterrestrial biological entities that are actually parasitic in nature, all right? The good ones we typically refer to as angels, and the bad ones we typically refer to as demons. I'm not here to debate semantics with anyone, this is fact. Now, the fact of the matter is, you stem from cosmic royalty. A lot of us stem from cosmic royalty, but once we actually enter this third dimensional plane of existence, our memories get erased by the moon, which is a draconian satellite that's been hollowed out with observatories, as well as the Black Knight satellite, which is 13,000-year-old extraterrestrial technology that's actually floating near our moon. I recommend you to look up the Black Knight satellite. However, this galactic war has now reached its conclusion, cosmic family, and we won. There's just a few things that's being cleaned up on this third dimensional plane. All right, once we reach a certain level of frequency and consciousness, we're going to completely see everything get broke off. There's some individuals that are going to be tethered to this third dimensional plane, and others that are going to completely shift into a 5-dimensional way of thinking and a 5-dimensional consciousness. I already see the shift taking place. And again, a lot of you fought in this galactic war, but just don't remember it. I actually remember going to war with the Dark Shadow government. Those that have a decalcified pineal gland, that are using the proper herbs and are actually fasting, connecting with nature, grounding and sun gazing, actually have memories of their galactic excursions. When we talk about heaven versus hell, heaven is your higher self, your higher consciousness. This is why they calcify the pineal gland and feed you bioengineered, genetically modified organisms for the sole purpose of keeping you in hell, entrenched in the flesh, and locked in your root chakra, aka the R complex, which is the reptilian brain, stuck in fight or flight. The reason they attack the pineal gland and try to rewrite our DNA is because the pineal gland is the cosmic gateway to higher dimensional realms DNA is your access point to the Akashic Records, which is this galactic library of infinite cosmic data. This is why it's very important that you purge and cleanse your avatar once you begin to utilize parasite cleanses, all right? I told you the sweet wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves are the 3 best ingredients that not only kill parasites, cosmic family, but they'll also eradicate their eggs. When you begin to incorporate things like chlorophyll, because our bodies are very closely related to vegetation, at that point you have the ability of actually copolymerizing with the ionized particles that's being emitted from the sun. The dual action chlorophyll system is a very powerful package that I have available on Holistic Remedies. Chlorophyll is the substance responsible for giving plants its green pigment, and it's something that is very great for binding. It's going to bind the toxic metals as well as the microplastics due to an organic fat substance called mycelium that literally wraps around unwanted nutrients that transport them out of your blood. The reason I push chlorophyll so much is because chlorophyll is very synonymous to human hemoglobin. If you actually analyze the sacred geometry under a high power microscope, you're gonna see they're exactly the same, all right? This is why the more chlorophyll you consume, the more you build up your blood and remove the toxins in order to properly handle and transmute and copolymerize ultraviolet radiation. We already received the strongest solar storm that we had in 2 decades, and personally, I feel like we ain't seen nothing yet. I feel like we're gonna get that great solar flash that's bigger than an 1859 Keratin event pretty soon that's gonna completely destabilize the electromagnetic grid. This is why these reptilians are very desperate, and they're trying everything in their power to distract us. Because the more we're paying attention, the more we're focusing our ashe on what we should be, the more we actually dematerialize the matrix illusion and completely collapse it. This is why I don't worry about none of the stuff that they're showing us. All of the Epstein files, Palm Beach Pete, everything they're showing us with these celebrities and the gossip and all of that, it's all for the purpose of keeping us from looking inside of ourselves and keep us looking outside of ourselves. It's very important that we begin utilizing the proper elixirs to heal the DNA. Again, the DNA is the access point to the Akashic Records. I recommend things like Ormus, which is an orbitally rearranging monatomic element composed of gold, platinum, and iridium, and it's phenomenal for mitochondrial biosynthesis. I recommend utilization of things like PQQ, aka pyroquinoline, which is known for mitochondrial biogenesis and age reversal, all right? I recommend things like carbon-60. Carbon-60 is actually 160 times more potent than vitamin C and is composed of condensed shungite. It's a very effective antioxidant that eliminates free radicals by raising glutathione. Neural Brain and Focus is a very powerful brain boosting supplement that's composed of dimethylaminoethanol, aka DMAE, Bacopa minori, also known as Brahmi, which is associated with Brahma, the Hindu deity of universal consciousness and creation, and it's also associated with vitamin B12, rhodiola rosea, which is an adaptogenic, and ginkgo biloba, which is also phenomenal for healing and restoration of damaged neurons, all right? Grab yourself a bottle of Neural Brain and Focus. This is something that I highly recommend and that I've been using. The bioengineered genetically modified organisms is the reason why there's so many NPCs, not to mention the chemtrails, the fluoridated water. They're actually converting individuals into non-playable characters, which is something that has been conducted and studied by the CIA, aka the Central Intelligence Agency. We need to take our planet back, and we have to start first by cleansing ourselves. The more we cleanse ourselves and decalcify that pineal gland, the more we secrete healthy melanin. Melanin, again, is the cosmic computer that facilitates the interior and exterior portions of us anatomically. These draconians know the more we raise in frequency, the more we completely collapse and expose their deception. For all high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension.